Hello, good morning and welcome. Um, it's the 1st of October and the CFTC report and we'll start as ever with the Australian dollar. Over the last 2 or 3 weeks, we've seen the dollar come down. It hasn't actually come down a lot because it's been in sideways motion. But as it's come down, actually the commercials have added to their short position. The speculators have done basically the same. I would have thought they'd have lost quite a bit of money on that. So they appear to have a weaker position than the commercials do. The commercial extreme short position is one of the largest on the CFTC report. And if we go and have a look at the chart now, we can see this where it's fallen off down here. We've come below a couple of quite high resistances, and I see this as a good risk reward trade short. We have a commercial ratio of 6.98 to 1. We also have a divergence report, and the Australian dollar has the largest divergence of any of the straight currencies against the dollar. The most interesting area at the moment is the crosses, which obviously we do in the members centre. British pound. We've had quite a rally in the pound, and the commercials have gone a bit more bearish. We are expecting this to sell off down to the 32, maybe 31 mark. So we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks. Not my favourite trade at the moment. Canadian dollar. We've seen a bit of weakness on the dollar. We are actually well overbought on oil at the moment, and it's just starting to pull back a little bit. The commercials are heavily bearish of the Canadian dollar, and if we look at the chart, we've got a short ratio of 3.9 to 1. That's fairly dramatic, and well, as you can see, there's been a big move with the commercials. They have lost a lot of their longs and a lot of their shorts, so they have withdrawn quite a lot of positions, and now a 3.9 to 1 short for the pair. Euro. Seen a little bit of a pullback in the euro the last couple of weeks. The commercials have actually increased their short position this week, so they've increased it to more or less what it was before, and we have come down a couple of hundred pips. So if we just have a look at the chart, euro dollar, yeah, we are expecting this to follow through short. We've had a couple of days where the candles have come back up, but I'm expecting that to follow through short. We have a short ratio commercials of 1.7 to 1, which is fairly extreme, all things considered, because they have been long this pair for ages. We're below the 50 on the RSI. I'm expecting this to turn back down on Monday. We'll see what happens. Japanese yen. The commercials have increased their long position on this, so we are expecting that the yen to firm a little bit more. It's been a bit weak over the last 3-4 weeks. Right, go over to the chart. Japanese yen. As you can see, we've had a little bit of strength in this. It's coming up to resistance. I don't expect a lot more upside from this, but as you can see on the RSI, the RSI is below the 69.1. I'd just like to see it go a little bit above and below before I call it short. New Zealand dollar. We had a really extreme bearish position here, and we've had this nice follow down. We've had a little bit of a pullback, and it's now coming coming down again, and I'm expecting this to follow through. The fundamentals for the New Zealand dollar are poor, and they're strong for the US dollar. So basically, I'm expecting that to follow through. Here we go. So I'm expecting it to come down to the recent lows, which is about the 68.68. We only have a commercial ratio short at 2.32, and the diversion on it is divergence, sorry, is 3.88. So it's not a strong favourite. Get back right. Energies, crude oil. Crude oil, we are more bearish, obviously. It's got up to about the 52 level. I've taken that short. We can have a look at the chart. Here we go. I've got short at about 52. Whoops. No, it doesn't say. So anyway, I'm short that. We'll see. We'll see where that goes to. But I think that's quite a good short position. I'm not really expecting much more strength in it. It appears to be flagging at this support here, so I'm waiting for that to break through. But I think over the next few weeks we might see a nice trade out of that. Metals, silver. Right, well, I am expecting this to follow through. It started coming down off the highs. I'm expecting this to follow through. It did have quite a very nice pullback. We've gone up from there. This also is a cheap swap on this, so it's actually a positive swap. I'm just in profit now, and I'm expecting it to go through to recent lows, if not even lower. Let's have a quick look at gold. Seems that everybody goes on about gold, but there you go. Recent highs up here. It's come down off them. Don't see any reason why that shouldn't follow through and sell gold. Stocks, S&P 500. Yeah, it's made fresh highs, and the commercials have taken a bit of a step up in their short position. I'm exasperated how far up this is going. It just amazes me. Nasdaq, they've sold off some of their shorts. Yeah, Dow Jones, extreme bearish for the Dow Jones. That's 500. Wow. Yep. So that's getting a bit more bearish. Look at the extreme overbought position on that. You know, something's going to give, and somebody's going to end up in tears over this. Okay, well that finishes it for today. And sorry it was a bit disjointed. So hopefully see you all on Monday. Cheers.